Hey everyone, Agnach here and welcome to another video. In today's video I will be showing you a really good way of using the new Siege, the log launcher. Most of the hits I'll show today are from December in-game CWL. This month we finished 4th, had a player missing on the final war, otherwise we could have finished 3rd overall. The clan Quancha 12 finished strong with 347 stars, coming first on our group. We started the week strong with 39 stars. On round 2 we were unlucky, and even though we had 38 stars we lost on percent. And we also lost the 3rd war. That one we lost 36-37 to the first team, and this one was close. We had 6 3 stars to the 7 3 stars, and we had percentage as well. We were unlucky with some hits. I got a 94%, and sadly Agnach also finished with the time fail with 99%. If any of these had triple, we would have won this 3rd war and probably would have been a different week. This second loss deflated the team. We won the 4th war even though we only had 34 stars, and lost the 5th war again. Then the new update showed up and we won our 6th war 40-36 and won the last war 36-33. Overall it was an average week for us, but we still had some really nice triples and some high star wars. Today I'll be showing you some of the attacks TK did with the new Siege and the Ice Hound as well. The Queen charges were nuts. Then I tried this army myself on a friendly challenge, and for a player that is horrible at lalo, I must say it is a very strong attack. At the end I've also included a dragon attack that used the Electron and also an Ice Hound. It was very nice attack as well, so that's why I've included it. So let's go to the first attack. So this is the first attack I want to show from TK, coming in with the log launcher, and he also has 1 ice golem. So he starts with his queen charge, putting the healers down. He's gonna be going straight in towards the king, so he uses the head hunter. The tankle is all the way to 3 o'clock, so let's see what happens. That wizard was damaging a bit of the AD, but that's fine. Now he puts the king down at 6:30 just to trim some of the garbage there and make sure that the queen walks inside. Puts a baby dragon at around 5 o'clock, and that's also gonna be funneling the king so that he goes also inside. Now he puts the royal champion to funnel the left side and sends the log launcher in. Now the queen is walking to the right, but she's gonna walk back inside. Multi-inferno is targeting the healers at the log launcher, so he freezes it nicely, and that way the log launcher can continue breaking some of the walls. As you can see as well, the logs, when it hits the CC that is on the ground, it can also kill it. So if you aim it towards the CC and the CC is running towards you, the log launcher can also help you kill that CC. Now what he usually has in his siege machine is 3 ice golems, which also provide a fair bit of tanking. Now most of the time the healers don't swap, but sometimes if the ice golems are a little bit too close and the queen is full health and not getting hit by anything, the healers might swap to the ice golems, and that's something that you don't really want. So as you can see now, he's pretty much queen charge half of the base, already at 50%, and he starts with his lalo now with that new Ice Hound, which I think is pretty amazing. It's a lot tankier, and also when it does, it just freezes the entire area. And then he's got ice pups, and the ice pups don't freeze the entire area, but they do freeze or slow down the defenses that they're hitting. Now as you can see, the lava, or sorry, the Ice Hound popped, so that entire area got frozen. Now his entire army of loons can go there. Now he uses the warning ability, get rid of the scatter shot. Now there's only 1 single inferno and a grand expo left. Puts that new invisibility spell, and this attack was crazy. He pretty much just crushed the base. And look how many loons he's got left. So I've got a few more attacks like this, where he's coming in with the queen charges and the log launcher. I believe that this is the best use of the log launcher whenever you're queen charging. Whenever you used to see the triple layer queen charge, blah blah blah, well this thing will give you the triple layer queen charge, and just with the logs. Plus as you know, I also like using my witches and everything, and I believe that for witches or that spam type of attack, I don't think the log launcher is the best to be using. I think for that one the wall wrecker is still better. Basically because the log launcher keeps hitting all the defenses. You can see the log launcher got rid of that single inferno as well. So when you're bringing the witches, if the log launcher is getting rid of the path that you want them to go, then they're not gonna follow the siege barracks. They're gonna start moving to the side. So if you're gonna use it for a witch attack or something like that, I would use the log launcher mainly for funneling rather than for your troops to follow. So now the queen gets rid of the CC here, which was a lava, and that goes, and she's gonna keep going inside. She can get rid of the expo, she can get rid of the queen, and that minion just pulls a red bomb, pretty OP. Now the skelly drop is coming out, freezes the expo and the queen. So the queen is going to go down, gets rid of the skellies, then she's going to be able to get rid of the expo, and if she moves up she can get rid of the eagle, or if she moves to the left she can get rid of the thankful. So let's see what she does. Puts the rage down, she's going to go up to the eagle. Eagle goes down. Now he sends the royal champion. Eagle couldn't even shoot once. Now it gets rid of the air expo, and she's going to move down to the thankful. Now she's going to get rid of the thankful. Royal Champ gets rid of the wizard tower, and he starts his lalo with the ice hound, which is going to freeze everything in there. Now he puts his haste down. He's going to be able to use the warden ability once they go towards the scattershot. Now there's the warden ability. Queen is still nice and strong. The king got frozen. He still has 2 invisibility spells. The last scatter goes down. Royal champion ability is being used now. The single inferno goes down. He still has 1 trillion loons. The queen keeps going, hits everything. The royal champ is still alive. The warden is still alive. The queen is still alive. And this is another smash base by TK with the queen charge lalo with the new siege and the new hound. Very nicely done. And he swagged those 2 invisibility spells. And we've got this one as well. It's the same thing with the siege barracks. So it puts the king down at 6. Now one thing that I've seen as well, I think you have seen Lexno saying that the king is the best air defense, blah blah blah. So basically if you have the invisibility spells and you don't actually need them, although on this occasion he did need it for the royal champ to get rid of that single inferno, which was a pretty OP move. But if you don't have to use them and you see that your loons are targeting or going to target the king, you can use those invisibility spells on top of the king, and that way that it makes it invisible to your loons, and that way they won't get stalled on it. So that's a nice little trick that I saw on one of the videos. So yeah, just for you to use if you're using this strategy. So now the queen is walking inside, so let's see how many layers the wrecker has open. It's 1, 2, 3, and he's damaging the thankful. We can see that the thankful is almost halfway down, and that's just from the logs. The CC comes out, uses a freeze and the poison for the super minions. Now the queen has to pop her ability, kills the king, can get rid of the minions, gonna get rid of the eagle, and she's gonna be able to walk in once she gets rid of this super minion, which is pestering the queen. She's gonna be able to go inside and get rid of the thankful. We still have 1 invisibility spell, 2 haste and 1 freeze. She uses the first invisibility spell for the queen just to make sure she gets topped back up, and that the skellies didn't distract her from getting the thankful down. And now he starts with his lalo all the way from 1 and 2 o'clock. Finds the tornado and Tesla farm at 12. So now he's going to be freezing the scatter and the wizard tower, puts the haste there, which the loons are just getting there now. They have to backtrack for a little bit, but now they can keep going forward. He still has the warden ability, so he uses it here just to save all the loons from that scatter shot. He doesn't have any more spells, but now there's only 1 archer tower and a wizard tower, which he sends 2 back end loons to try to distract and try to get it down, which I believe they will be able to. And that's it, another triple by TK. So I was looking at this attack and I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm horrible with lalo and I'm horrible with queen charges. I wonder if I can try and do it. So at the moment I don't have the ice hound activated, so I just had to do it on a friendly challenge. So I came here against Axe base, putting the baby dragon just to funnel the left hand side, and then putting the queen at 6 to start a bit of a charge, and then I put the king at 5. I think a player here at Resistance would be proud with me and my funneling skills on this attack, or at least I hope so. So as you can see, the log launcher got rid of that single inferno, so I didn't even have to invest a rage or a freeze for it, and it went down. The king, I pop his ability so he goes inside and goes towards the eagle, and now I usually have not the 3 ice golems, but I have 2 ice golems and 3 loons, basically to pull some mines and maybe get rid of a couple of defenses. First ice golem goes, so I've got my royal champ there that poison down. Somehow Agnach has an Inferno Dragon on his CC, so he targets my RC, and my RC is gonna go down, but I put the rage for my queen just to make sure that that Inferno Dragon goes and the royal champ can actually do her ability. The enemy queen is there, so I put an invisibility spell just to make sure that queen goes down. I didn't want to use the freeze. Now she's getting rid of the clan castle. Probably I could have sent my super wall breaker towards the clan castle just to open that wall, would have been better, but I saw that she was starting to walk to the left, so I just let her go. Then I knew that she was going to be walking in towards the town hall compartment if I let her keep walking. So I just let her keep going. I put Wizard there just to trim some of the outside defenses just so that she keeps walking inside towards the town hall. And then I send my my lalo, which I've already told you I'm horrible at it. So I send my ice hound with the loons. The ice hound there was nice and early, so I have to put a freeze for the air reticle and the scatter shot, and I continue going. I didn't need the rage for my queen anymore, so I used it for the loons. Used the vulnerability, and everything split up. Somehow they're just afraid of that scatter shot, so they didn't want to go there. My queen is on a skelly trap, but now she's finally in the tank hole, so I just use her ability just to get that tank hole quickly. As a good pro Lalo player, I didn't even realize that I still had like 6 loons left, so I just put them down there at the back end since the queen was coming from the other side. So I just wanted them all to merge all together, try to get rid of those defenses over there so that the queen could reach the other ones. And she managed to get them, and I got this triple. Now I must say, it's not an attack that I'm getting 3-star after 3-star after 3-star, but it's a very strong attack, and if you're good with Lalo, it's definitely an attack you want to try doing because it's really amazing. Now I've got this one from TK. Now he's not using the log launcher on this attack, but he's still using that ice hound, so I just wanted to show you. It's also a really nice attack. So he's got the king at 12 funneling the queen and the baby dragon at 2 just to funnel her to go inside. If she walks inside, she can go and get rid of the eagle and the multi inferno, and then if she keeps walking to the right, she's going to be able to get rid of the enemy queen as well as an expo there. As you can see, he used a super wall breaker for her to go in there. Puts the rage down just to make sure she stays topped up, and hopefully she walks to the right, which she does, to the dark elixir storage, and then she's going to be able to get rid of the defending queen. Now that she's gotten rid of that, she's going to keep walking to the right and hopefully stay away from the single inferno. Gets rid of the sweeper, which is pretty OP when you're coming in with the Lalo. And then she's going to be able to keep walking to the right. Now both scatters are still there in the center, so the queen is not going to be able to get rid of them. Single inferno targets now the queen, puts the freeze down on the single inferno just to make sure that he doesn't have to pop her ability, and still goes around the base. Now that army camp there, it's going to stay for the rest of the raid there until the end, but puts the invisibility spell down. The queen somehow does walk in through one of those gaps. If it's my queen, she decides to go all over the place instead of going inside, but this time around TK's queen does do what he wants her to do and gets rid of that single inferno and that partial CC pull. Now it's a lava hound in the CC. She's already gotten rid of the headhunters, and he starts with his Lalo. with the ice hound. Pulls a couple black mines and also triggers that tornado, and they keep going. Now, since they're getting rid of this compartment, the queen is going to be able to start hitting through a wall and going into the center of the base, hopefully, and also start getting rid of the scatters. At least she's tanking them now, so she's tanking one of them. Puts the invisibility spell for the loons there, uses the freeze for the second scatter that wasn't being tanked by the queen, and also stuns his RC. The RC gets rid of the first scatter shot. Now it goes to the second scatter shot, it's gonna get it down, and then after that it's just ground targeting defenses, and he still has a trillion loons, and this is not triple, and as I said before, that army camp at 2 was left standing, but uses the Royal Champ ability and it goes down. Now finally I've got this attack from Dexter as well. It was in our final war as well, but he's bringing the Ice Hound, and he's also using an Electron. I thought it was really clever attack. Uses the Zap and the Quake for the single Inferno for the RC trick. So she's coming in, gets rid of that single Inferno, gets rid of the Expo, and she continues, and then she can get rid of that AD as well, which is really good if you're coming in with dragons. Now he sends his Blink, and he's targeting where the Queen and the Scattershot are. So comes inside, puts the Reg down, puts the Poison down, puts the Clone. I think he wanted to clone the Loons, but he clones the Electro Dragon anyway. Queen does go down, the CC mostly goes down as well, except for that super minion. Probably with the Loons clone he could have gotten rid of the Multi Inferno as well, but in this occasion he couldn't. So he puts now the Electro Dragon at 8, just to create a bit of a funnel over there, and uses the King at 6 to create the other side of the funnel. Sends the Ice Hound towards the AD with the Dragon Senlins from behind. Now when it pops, it's gonna freeze everything. Also the Tornado Trap got triggered by the Ice Hound, so the Dragons aren't gonna have to care about that anymore. Uses the Warden ability nice and early through the Town Hall Blast, and the whole army is going in, and as you can see, that Electron created a nice path for the dragons to stay together and go in towards the center of the base, with the king trimming the outside defenses as well. And he put the queen as well around 3 o'clock to get rid of that AD, and also trim the defenses there. Uses one of the freezes for the scatter shot. Some dragons have the Multi Inferno, some dragons have the scatter shot, both of them go down. Uses the last freeze for the Inferno and the Air Expo. He still has around 5 dragons left, with the Warden there at full health as well. Eagle is targeting his dragons, but they're still flying around. He's got some of the buffs from the buff in trimming some of the garbage buildings from the outside. Now a couple of dragons are hitting the Eagle, it goes down, the AD goes down, and this was a nice triple too. As you can see, the new log launcher makes queen charges pretty OP, and that Ice Hound is so tanky that even if players like myself can't lalo, you will be able to lalo with this tanky unit. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. See ya.